Hello, and welcome to viiscott Speaks. I give you news, poetry, black history, scandals, and so much more. A white conservative Christian couple abandoned their black adopted child at an abusive school in Jamaica. Let's go ahead and get into this story. White conservative Christian couple abandoned a Haitian teen they adopted. They adopted the teen when he was 11 years old. The couple abandoned him in an abusive boarding school in Jamaica. Elijah had been at the school for months. He had begged to come home from the abusive school and go back to Michigan. He had been abandoned for 7 months. Elijah's adopted Christian white conservative parents sent him to the American ran boarding school in Jamaica over behavior problems, which included watching adult films. They ended up ditching their adopted child and leaving him at the abusive school in Jamaica. His adopted parents in Traverse City never came for him, not even after Jamaican authorities removed him from the American run school, placed him in a foster home, shut down the school following the allegations of abuse and neglect, and arrested and charged 4 officials with child abuse. I really feel like they knew children were being abused, but these people just decided not to go pick their child up because they didn't want to deal with him. Alone and afraid, Elijah suffered in silence in a foreign land, desperate for someone to rescue him, to take him back to quaint Michigan town where he was a track star, went to school, had a girlfriend, and hung out with friends. They never visited him nor attended any of his court hearings, where Elijah and other boys disclosed allegations of horrific abuse they endured at the school called the Atlas Leadership Academy. Elijah said he was cut with a razor and beaten in the back of the head with a hammer. Other boys reported being waterboarded with a hose up the nose, tied to railings by the neck and beaten, and being forced to engage in club fights where staff and local police would place bets. Elijah said the last time he heard from his adoptive parents was in April during a court proceeding when asked what his adoptive parents told him. He said, quote, "They didn't want me home and they don't believe me about the whole court thing that we were being abused." These people are just awful people, just terrible. Before coming back to the United States, Elijah a statement issued a statement. "I appreciate them bring me to the U.S., but they abandoned me," Elijah, now 17, wrote one recent night to Detroit Free Press, part of the USA Today network, while still waiting to be rescued from Jamaica. "I'm staying strong, but it hurts." Elijah's case has drawn attention of child welfare advocates. Elijah is back on American soil, though his future remains uncertain. He was returned to the U.S. last week after Jamaican authorities put him on a plane and sent him to Florida, where American officials would take over and address his needs. By midnight Wednesday, more than 24 hours after landing in Miami, Elijah was in Florida's CPS custody, housed in a children's home. Florida CPS then placed Elijah on a flight to Traverse City. Elijah said he did not know who would meet him there, nor did his lawyer. "My adopted dad is here," quote, Elijah wrote in a message to the Free Press. "They said I have to go with him. He's acting like everything is normal." Elijah and his dad met with CPS in Traverse City. He said they told him he had to go with his dad to Detroit, get on a plane and go to Utah, where he would join the transport agent who had taken him to Jamaica and get an apartment in Utah to live. This whole thing is just terrible. It's terrible. I have some thoughts and questions that I have written down, and I'm gonna just share them with you.
Two biological children.
So these are the thoughts I had.
Adopted children.
This is
from
just
Haiti.
another example
They all still live
of how the system fails black children.
The family lives in a home listed
he
as
was
being
sent
worth close to
back
$2 million
to people who knew
on
he was being abused in a different country that they sent him to after they adopted him, and they aren't even being held accountable because of their privilege and definitely because of their money. So one of the questions that I had was, why did they adopt him or the other two Haitian children? And are the other two Haitian children still with them? Well, they did say they were with them. So are they being treated well or are they being mistreated? I believe that should actually be looked into. Like, do they just have them there to try to be servants to them or something of that nature? Why did you adopt these black children and you mistreated the other black child, sent him away, and never even cared to try to get him back? So what is the real treatment of your children that aren't your biological children that's black is a question that I have and I would like to know. And then another one is, why do they feel like sending him out of the country to a boarding school was the answer to help him with his so-called behavior problem? Or did they know what this school was about and planned to leave him there to die, but their plan fell apart once everything came out about the school? That's another question I have about this. And then, were the officers that was involved over there in Jamaica with this fight club, were they even charged? What went on with that? It's so many questions that's not answered about this mess. I would like to thank you for watching, and if you would, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, I have my Cash App up. If you would like to send me a Cash App, please do so, as you know that I have been demonetized. Thank you.